I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how I have it kind of organized on my end. So let me share my screen. So I have this folder in the drive, and it's probably the most organized folder that we've ever had. So I have it broken up into year and then into months. How I have it right now is any like big thing that I did in the month, like a big recording. So I was on a podcast the other day. Oh, this needs a folder. Um, podcast, AI. So anything that I do like big, I will put a separate folder for each thing. So there's the podcast back in March, different trainings, speaking stuff, all that kind of stuff. And then within the actual folder, this is where I will put the actual clips. So for instance, these are the whole videos. So two different parts, and then the audio of the podcast that I did yesterday. But I've been chopping it up into different clips, and those will be located in here also. So the platform is called Later, right? And when you log in later, it's going to show on the calendar. What this pink just shows, it's their recommended best time for me to post based on my numbers and analytics. But over here, this is the media section. And see, there's a lot of old stuff in there from me from back in the day. See, I was the original Reels. Um, but in this media section,
Yeah.
you just upload media. So if something's in that folder, I'm going to go to manage the media. If something's in that folder, you would just upload it and let me see, downloads. So like for instance, this one, Insider Secrets. So it's uploading this reel that I edited that I was about to post into the actual library here on later. Now, I think we can probably link it up. I'm not sure. But on this calendar here, now say like we want to schedule for a certain time. These are all of these social media networks up here. So there's my main Instagram. This is my second TikTok. This is my Twitter, Pinterest, my Facebook page, not my personal page, but my business page. This is the Power Unit Instagram. And this is the Power Unit Facebook group up there. So I would simply just come here, click create posts, right? And I can add the media there. So let's say this is the media piece that I want to use. I just drag it over, save. Okay, this is where the caption goes. Now, you got to pretty much choose parameters for all of these things. So, what do we want to do? A feed post or a reel? So, this one is a reel, okay? But we always make sure Instagram profile grid is selected also, okay? So, we just post the caption here and whatever hashtags, whatever like that. Up here, we got auto publish. And then here we select the day and time. Okay. So the day and time. Now for select cover, this is kind of an important part right here because this is what's going to show on the actual feed, right? And so what I like to do for selecting the cover is, choosing something that is kind of like a little topic or that's interesting from the video. So like for this one, I wouldn't make the cover like that or I wouldn't make the cover where it's just like, and I was like, but if there's something that's kind of like, um, a whole different way. So that's a pretty reasonable cover because it's like, okay, what is the whole different way, or what is, what is this video about? So this is what that select the cover means. Once you choose one, then you just click update cover. So now on my feed, it's going to show this a whole different way. Okay. Um, Once everything's filled out, the captions, hashtags, all that kind of stuff, um, we just click schedule posts. Like I'm gonna do it as an example, do it as for an hour later. We click schedule posts, and then now you can see it's appeared on this calendar for that Instagram. Now, if I check all of these boxes, you can kind of see all of them. So all the different networks that we may have posted or scheduled. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna create one, but I'm gonna do it for I was trying to make me do a multi-post. I don't want to do a multi-post. Leave. So I'm gonna unselect that one, and I'm gonna do, I don't know, TikTok. Okay. So now if I create this post, I can do the same thing for TikTok, add the stuff in there, do it for an hour, whatever, schedule the post. So now you can see there's one for TikTok. If I select this one for Instagram, this is kind of like a filter up here. So I can see one going out on Instagram, one going out on TikTok, whatever times, this, that, and the other. And so the goal with this task is pretty much to make sure something's always, I mean, things are getting scheduled and pushed out there based on this or using this tool as an easy way to do it. Some other things in this tool, and I want to tell you this not to like complicate anything, but just to put your mind around some of the stuff that's available. There's these analytics over here where we can see, audience insights. So this kind of tells like best timing when I have a lot of people online and stuff. So you can refer to this to kind of see when it's like the darkest of purple, there's typically a lot more people online versus this. So that's why I don't post too much in the morning and do a lot more toward the evening. Gives us demographic info. See, a lot of people are kind of in this range when it comes to my followers and stuff. Locations. Then real performance here. This is pretty neat. This kind of tells you, just deeper analytics into certain reels and pieces of content. Like this one did very well. So this would indicate to me like I want to kind of double down on stuff like this because I mean people really like 361 people saved this one. And I was talking about working off of referrals and monthly gifting. But an important metric is this engagement metric. So, the higher the engagement metric, it's pretty good. There is story performance here. So kind of which of my stories are doing well. Hashtags. So this is kind of how I choose hashtags and which hashtags to keep using, which ones to kind of stop using. And the darker the number, so this hashtag, using this one, content creation, was great for comments, right? So a lot of people commented on that. This hashtag realtor was great for reach, likes, and what is this other one? Saves. but not so much comments. So it's like realtors aren't really commenting a lot, but they're behind the scenes. This hashtag viral did very well. So as I tend to use different hashtags, I measure them. Then over here, say it's like a real estate post, I'll click on just the different industries. So if it's finance, business, but there was one for real estate and construction, and it'll tell you kind of like the popular hashtags that are in there for the last week or so. So I just kind of look over here. This is how I decide which hashtags to start using and stuff like that. And then we got posts, of course, so same thing for posts. Um, and then this just kind of matches, or this kind of tells about the analytics. It's always going to look low for the day because, we haven't, there's nothing to measure for today yet. But this kind of tells me like follower count, so it was 433 on the 5th, then it went to 384. So there was some loss of followers, and it can kind of be, okay, what did I post to cause this? But you could see on other times, so from there, 399 to 423, there was a gain, and it continued to gain. So it's like, what was maybe posted on that date that, caused this surge in followers? Impressions reach is a big one. So like the reach went from 2135 to freaking 11,000. So it's like, what posts were done around there? So again, this is profile views. So how many people are looking at the profile, and then how many people are clicking on the actual link in my bio. So I can see that like day by day, but it's measuring it as a week, best performing posts, things like that. So there's a lot of good insight and information in here in later. This is where I do my link in bio. So I can see that 61 buttons were clicked. So we got a click-through rate of, for all the people who view my link in bio, 64% of them are clicking through to one of the websites on there. So that's helpful analytics as well. But yeah, this is later, but at the core of it, to make all this go together, it's about actually getting the posts out there. So this is the platform.
Beautiful, bro. That's so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah. So pretty much like next steps, or what we want to accomplish, is basically having some posts scheduled, and having the posts scheduled consistently, so that way we can keep that social media presence high, and things like that.
Mhm.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm just preparing for my apprentice meeting, but yeah. Any
Um,
thoughts, questions?
any questions, Christian?
When, yeah, when are we gonna start doing that?
Yeah, we can start today.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like there's nothing that's really a holdup about it besides um me putting the content in the folder for you. So what I can do right now, I think y'all may already have access to the folder, but where I'm putting all of the content. Nonetheless, if anything today, I would like you to get on the platform and just look around a little bit, push
Of
some
course.
buttons, play around with it, and then on my end, I'll still be editing and uploading content into the actual folder.
Okay.
Um,
Um, and yeah, David can probably guide you on like more specifics
Yeah.
as to when we're gonna start and schedule. But I'm gonna send both of y'all my login information, or I can add y'all on as team members, so that way at least y'all can get on the platform and look around and stuff like that.
Yeah, I say we do that today. I say, Jason, you should like still post today first. You
Okay.
can test out the platform and maybe even
Yep.
practice. And then I think what's more important is think about the actual system. So specifically what we're gonna post at what time and where, based on analytics. So we'll review that, have a system, and then Christian will then take over in terms of posting from there.
Okay. Sounds good.
That makes sense. All right, cool. So we'll play around with that today, while we text people.
All righty. Sounds good.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna hop in this apprentice meeting. Thank y'all, and I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, later, man. Christian,